Yeah. Wow. It's not even there yet. What's not even there yet? Me? You. Me? Me. Oh, here we are. Give myself a little more bright light. Oh. Okay, happy Friday. How about that? It's the weekend. Do you know where your knives are? I don't. I mean, I don't know where your knives are. I know where a lot of mine are. Somewhere near me. Mother, can you hear me? Okay. What's up, Greg? What are you getting into? Happy holidays. Pre-Christmas weekend. It's time. What's everyone doing? What's the plan? I don't know. I do want to get stuff to. Oh, I got stuff to do. So we'll see how long we go for here. All messages. Switch your chat to all messages, not top messages. Any more knives on the way for anyone? Holiday last minute purchases. I did get I saw the link. Sparrow made an update today. We've been waiting on an update. The pre-order for the Strix was in June. So they said 6 months. 6 months is the timeline. December 13th was officially 6 months. What's up, Mick? And they posted today saying that there was a backup in the premium parts that they were doing on some of the premium versions with like the zirconites and stuff like that. And so because of those, all of it is now delayed. And we will not look to expect to get our Strix until the end of January. The end of January. I didn't want to wait that long. What's up, Robin? Pre-orders. Pre-orders on the Strix. We got another month. A minimum of another month. That sucks. I mean, it happens. Which one is it? It's this one. Now do it. Well, it still does. I don't have anything new coming that's a knife. Been buying household stuff after the move. Yeah, sometimes you got to get what you got to get. You know, if you're in a new spot and you need to kind of furnish a little bit, get some items to make it more comfortable for living. That's the way it is. Just pretend you ordered it and think you have something awesome. Or just pretend I didn't order it. Or something like that. Or, I mean, I have something awesome to look forward to if we ever get it. I mean, it was on time until we got the month delay as of yesterday. Several things in transit. Getting antsy. Yep, and there's some tracking info that's like, oh, it's supposed to be here Tuesday, not out for delivery, no update. Makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry. Wow. Yep, I did. Had my work party today. Where's my... Oh, it's over here. Our work holiday party. We basically got out of work a little early, got together, had some food. It was like some lasagna and pasta. It was good. And then we played bingo for some prizes. I won a prize. I was technically the probably fifth winner. And so the way they have it is they go and they get 20 prizes or whatever the number is, 30, I don't know. Assorted various prizes of different types. And when you win, then you just go pick out the prize you want. Several things, Robin. Tell me what they are. So we kind of eye the prizes before we start. You kind of look at them and see like, oh, what is it you want? What are you going to go for? I think one of the cooler prizes that was on there that I probably would have grabbed was the iron skillet. Anybody have an iron skillet? Anybody ever cook with an iron skillet? Cast iron? The cast iron. It was like an 8-inch, 10-inch, 30-pound, whatever, cast iron. I don't have one. I have a couple nice pans, but I've never really used the cast iron skillet. I would have picked one up today had I won soon enough, but that's, it's cool. What's up, Brian? Brian uses them. Clint used to have one. And you basically just season it. And then when you're done, you just kind of sort of clean it with salt and a paper towel kind of a thing. Very cool. Robin's got a Homer Zoo, T-Rex, Tuya, Vortex, and a Vero Mini Nova. And a couple things he forgets, Sounds like a solid list. Very solid. Mick has an awesome cast iron pan. Cast iron cooks really good. That's what I've heard. I just haven't actually used one. Maybe I'll just have to buy. How much do they cost for a decent cast iron pan? Cast iron is fun. It's fun. Still on for tennis? Let's do it. Why wouldn't we? Got any forks? Says David. I have one from the great Brian. Brian's in the chat right there. Whisker Forge. Brian Kerr made this fork for me. What do you think about that, David? Solid. In the live a while back, $50 or so. Not bad. What's up, Fred? We decided how many tongs we wanted. Kind of had a little vote. Went with the 3-tong. Dude, it's great. I've only used it 3, 4 times. I should just use it as my main, huh? It should just be my main. I did switch the chat. Chiss, I twitched the chat. Thank you, Trish. I did. How are you? What are you getting into this weekend? What's up, Josh? So, got that nice one-of-a-kind fork. Get my grub on. It works good. All your forking needs. I do want to get a sheath. I've said this every time. A good sheath that I could just... If somebody's serious about life if they're walking around with a fork. I just got my main fork here. Oh, you got something to sample? Hold on. Solid. I dig it. I appreciate it, Brian. Brand New American. What's the huge knife to the left? So, on your left, this? Because I'm pretty sure you've seen this. There's Donnie. What's up? Working and listening. It's not this one, Fred. It's the other one. Right. Your other left. This is the CRKT Nax. The Razzle Nax. So it is a full tang, thick, beastly user micarta handle. You get it back like this. And if you need to do some whacking, some feather stick making, some outdoor crafty, bushcrafty stuff, it's got the chisel top, so it's sharp on that edge and then sharp across there. So you could do some axe work with it. You could clear some brush with it. You get in there tight and right. What's up, Cool Bunny? Boom. This thing is sick. I think if of all my outdoor user kind of things, we got a Fed Harrison in the house. My man. Hey everyone, I'm busy. I'll be listening. What's up, dude? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a good day. Get some stuff done. Do I go into the woods and use it that way? I haven't yet, Fred. I haven't yet. We get out and do a little camping every year. It's usually not too deep woods camping, but I do like carving stuff, and we do make fire and stuff. And so often I'll use like a smaller log or whatever. You can take something like this and shave off some chips and stuff and use that to kind of some tinder, get it started, make some feather sticks or whatever. Don't do too much. I like being a little crafty and like maybe carving some fun stuff when we're sitting there hanging around the fire or whatever. But if I were to go camping, I would definitely usually would bring like last couple of years I've been bringing this Mora, just an oversized the Mora cans ball. Cole Bunny's got stuff on the way. It's always fun waiting for some new stuff. You planning on getting a new XL version of the Pictus? It is my kind of knife, Fred. I will see. When is that going to be coming out, actually? Have they given a timeline on it yet? I love it. Pictus is great. Where's mine? Right here. Fantastic knife. Solid stuff. The larger one is like 1 inch bigger, but basically it's exactly the same. I would like to have it. I think that would be a good combo. We'll see. I'm kind of I cut back a little bit on my knife spending to kind of squirrel money away to save up to buy some stuff to start making do some stock removal. So I'm kind of holding off a little bit on the spendier knives, especially if it's one that's like basically this. I already have this. New knives I don't have anything of. That's kind of a different story. But I'm trying to control, not that I can't afford the things, but it's like I try to give myself a certain budget, stick to kind of the budget, and so I kind of drop the budget a little bit to kind of squirrel a little bit more away for that. Which is looking good. It's looking good. Nothing on the way for Mick. When's the birthday again? Like right after like January? I feel like we've talked about this. Brian has a Momo and a Wii on the way. Momo's great. What Wii are you getting? I got the Christmas Momo right here. Boosh. I dig it. I do want to change the scales on this. I am going to do that at some point. They're cool, but they're rough. This texture with the G10 is really rough going in and out of the pocket. Just a pocket shredder. No control how much we spend. Not just what we can afford, but what is appropriate. I like your thinking. Yeah, or kind of. What's up, Paul? What's up, Paul? So, Satisfaction's not going to be live next Wednesday, is what I'm hearing. I was thinking maybe going live, but I don't know. We might do Christmas on Christmas Eve. I'm not sure how the lives will go for the holidays. I'll try to pop on a few times, though. We'll have some fun. Nothing has sparked interest lately. Got a couple things in the works that you missed in the past. Yep, I know how that works. Don't tell other people how to spend their money. Just saying how I do it, bro. You can spend it however you desire, my man. And you will. You're a Momo. Mini Momo is a great knife. It's still a good size. Look at that. It hangs out the bottom. Not me. Well, that's just natural, Paul. You know how it works. I always mistake things that are meant for someone else for me, or the way the chat goes. Boom. Yeah, being selective sometimes is a good way to go. I went a little buck wild at first, but I was also, you want to know what it is you want. And sometimes in order to know what you want, you have to try. You have to try. The new Momo and Mini Momo both have studs, which is cool because you're basically looking at this. It's front flipper only. Front flipper works great. Although, if you're good, you can get in there and flick out the non-existent fuller. Or, I thumb rolled it out. Ooh, that's pretty hot. Or, it's called the pinch technique. Watch. Ooh. Could always do that. But the new Momo with studs is a pretty cool deal. Probably wouldn't be that hard to put some studs on here. Paul, have you put studs on a Momo? Paul, you ever put studs on a Momo? This is the one that Dave gave me last year. Thanks again, Dave, on the fishing trip. And then I added the laser mark topography of the map we went fishing on. Not yet. Yet. Right? Yet is the key word that we're looking for here. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how my holiday is going to go. Family lives pretty close, so the travel won't be too terribly far. Usually we meet, my sister kind of lives between my mom and dad. My parents here, I'm here, sister about here. So we usually go to their house for Christmas. We might be doing it on Christmas Eve. Like I said, I'm not really sure what the plan is. I might go up to St. Cloud for a day. So I'm going to do some lives and stuff throughout the holiday. Not really sure exactly how it'll go. We'll plan on the normal stuff and we'll base from there and go. I have a Mini Momo here, but I think there's no flat. On a Mini Momo, this whole section, it's faceted there and there, but that whole area is flat. And you could put it right above that little, see what I'm saying? Right. There. I mean, I can, but it'll look like cheeks. Did you see the new Asher titanium top button lock? I did. I feel like someone had mentioned that. We brought it up on the live, or someone, maybe Thomas. Oh, why does my eyeball hurt? Thomas might have messaged it to me on Instagram. Not sure. Also ordered a Condor Macara. Sounds like Cold Bunny's got stuff coming in the next few weeks. It'll be a nice little treat. What's up, Grateful Dawn? About to fry up some bruschetta burgers. Okay, so you're making a burger, but then you've got a bruschetta that you're just putting on the top of it. Is that kind of how that works? Or do you put it on the top and then cook it more, or put cheese over it? Or what's the application? I like me some bruschetta. Usually that would be like a hard, crusty slice, and then on top, maybe some cheese. So you put it on top of the burger. The Warney Asher A-Lock is dope, says Mick. Sounds bomb, right, B Shady? That sounds delicious. I ate pretty good at the work party. So I'm not real hungry yet because we did that. Well, it's been a couple hours now. But we ate good. Whenever there's lasagna, pasta, I can always eat a lot of pasta. Flat is not big enough when fully open to hold the stud. There you have it. Paul has spoken. It won't lock out. Oh. Oh. You got to think about stuff like that. He's right. I mean, of course he's right. Wow, what is this? A knife show? Kind of. How are you? What kind of knives do you like? I got a bunch. And if you like Jason, he's always here. Chopped basil, onions, cheese in the burger, and then topped with aioli. That sounds delicious. So we're talking about thumb studs, and I was like, oh, well, you could just put it right there. It looks like there's plenty of space right there because you're just thinking about when you're actually flicking it. But the reality is if you see that little V notch when it's open, this goes all the way up to that notch. You'd almost have to cut a notch out of the bolster. Oh. That would be interesting. Like, what if you cut like a scoop like that on the bolster, like right there, right? So cut that, all the bolster that's showing, little scoop, cut that off, and then where that thumb stud is, it almost becomes a stop pin into that point. That would require a little bit more doing. Ooh, we got to delete. What was it? How exciting. Sure, it'll cost you extra. That would be interesting though. But man, you'd have to remove, because you could just take a really strong belt and just get in there and go, and just remove all that bolster. Right now, there's nothing in there. It's completely open, so you could just cut that scoop out of that. But that might make it, well, because those would be there, and then the stud would actually be right there. Your thumb would probably roll onto that stub. Ooh, we doing burgers tonight. I like the Momo. I think it's a good knife. I'm glad I've got a couple of them. The size difference is definitely got some. The big one's a beast. It's an absolute hog. So how did they do it on the new one? Did they change the blade shape a little bit, or did they change the handle shape? I guess I haven't even, I didn't pay attention. I think I saw a picture somewhere, but I didn't really think about it too much. Why would you? Why would you? Show me thumbs up. I do think I want to make the video for the blade swap on this. Brioche buns. Oh. Dueling Demcos. Dueling. Which blade shape? Maybe you don't even like a Demco. Maybe you do. Which one do you like? You like the clip? The classic clip is decent. Something about their shark foot though. That shape is cool. If you haven't heard, I've had this one for a while. It did have the same Grivery gray, but I got the titanium scales and the backspacer, swapped it out, did a kind of a battle damage to it. Does anyone, I'm going to ask again, I asked in the last live, has anyone bought an aftermarket clip or the deep carry pocket clip for the AD 20.5? I'm thinking about getting one. I saw Lynch, I believe, has one. It looks exactly like this, except for the fold over is up here. So it starts up here and folds over and down. So you got that deeper carry. Shark's foot for the win. I agree. I mean, they're both, I'm happy with this knife, but I wanted it to be the shark foot. Didn't have them available at the time. This was on the sale at Demco recently, so I'm going to be doing the blade swap on there. And then probably get that titanium. I think a titanium deep carry clip would look cool. And then I could also anodize it and kind of match it to the weather battle damage scenario. Brand new has the Lynch on the 80 20.5. Is there only one from Lynch that it's a deep carry? You got Pops deep carry? Pops. How do I look that up? Popped deep carry clips. At the time, that was the only one. How long ago was that? Be Shady. Pops. I'm gonna screen grab that. Because I don't mind the clip. Wait, this one here. Hold on. Carrying the old rose gold pyrite Bowie today. I don't mind the clip, but it does sit pretty high up. You can see. Well, it's actually not that bad, honestly. What a weird angle. I just think it would look better. And then I don't think this one's titanium, right? Shouldn't be. Or is it? Yeah, it's magnetic. But I believe the Lynch one they said was titanium. Get the Lynch, even if just because it's titanium. There you go. So that's what I'll probably do. I had a window open with it somewhere. It might have been on the other computer. Getting a snaggletooth to put on the Lynn Thompson clip point. Oh, yeah, you were saying that yesterday, Cool Bunny. And the snaggletooth is like basically like a Emerson wave kind of a setup. Wow. Yeah, my index finger. My fake baby finger on there. It's doing all right. You sent a pic of the titanium clip? Well, okay then. On what? There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's actually... Wait, no, so this is that Pops one? Correct? Wow, that's deep. That's a lot deep. Oh, look at that. Come on, hold still. I can't hold still. Wow. No, that's the Lynch? Really? Lynch is good too. I have a couple of those as well. You have 780 20.5s? Jeez. Too deep. Paul. And too deep. You know, I hear you. Because then you got to reach way down in there to get it. Way down. We're talking submarine, bro. Bottom of the ocean. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know if I've got one that goes that deep, though. That's deep. Bummalicious, what's up? What is up? I know, what was the one? I didn't realize it. Did I ever fix that? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I did that. Where is my other? I never noticed, but on the Kaiser Towser K, I have 3 of them. Right? If you look, I didn't need to open it, but there's the clip. Normal deep carry clip. But look, it has 3 screw holes, right? So this is clip in the top 2, right? This one is also clipped in the top 2. If you look on the other side, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. So these are both top 2. And I didn't even notice when I did the swap, this one I put on the bottom 2. So if you look, they both have the triple. And see this one, the red one, you can actually see it hanging out over the back right here. And so there's the difference. One of them just goes to the edge, and then that triple one goes all the way over. So anybody else know of any knives that have that? Like literally a multiple option for the depth? I swear I had the Towser K's for quite a while before I even realized that. Best clip through, though, is said Stevie's Excellent for the AD25. Got it on the 3V purple swirl Kieranite scales. Oh. Sure. Sounds fancy. AD 20.5s. I mean, Towser K's. Whoops. That's cool stuff. Don't I have one more? I do. I should have 4 Towser K's because I did the swap. There it is. Which, oh, I did the deep one on this one too. So this one I did also on the deep carry. So look at how much more it hangs over that edge. I haven't had enough gumption to change it. But the fact that I've got, like, this one's on the regular head, fits fine. This one, I guess what the difference is it'll go all the way to that bump. I could use a little more hang. I forgot I have 4 Towser K's. Solid knife. Boom. Oh boy. I got stuff everywhere. Because that's how we do. Get you an A Purvis clip. What the hell's that? Winky face. What's an A Purvis? Is that something dirty? He's a maker. Custom clips. How much is a custom clip? If you're buying clips from makers, wow, really, that's like a thing. Oh, I buy custom clips. 125. Sure. Anybody else waiting on a Strix? We got another month now. Another month to wait it's because of the people who ordered the custom clips. You already have one. Aren't you just a lucky duck? I will eventually. What's up, Murat? Rich people ruin it for everyone. In a way, that's true because they'll just, oh yeah, what do you want to charge $1,000 for it? Oh, there is a market for it. People will do it. Some things hold their value, but some things, if it didn't take that much work to design and do, it's like, what are you doing? IMSS. You have one on your Evo. Someone had an Evo, what was that on Facebook today? A lefty Evo with some custom stuff on it. It looked pretty good. I think it was like $700-800. I make sick shit. Is that what that stands for, really? I'll look that up. IMSS. You know, it seems it's a little... Thomas, we got two Magnus sluts in the house. Got the smock salute right here. It's perfect though because he does indeed make sick shit. Well, I would hope so because you got to back that up. You really got to back, you know what I mean? Like it can, if certain people had that, you'd be like, dude, you were a little cocky for your britches. Okay. Yeah. Laser etch the poop knives. Ooh. I have tried to laser mark some soft plastic materials, some frisbees and things like that before, and it's not easy. That texture, I mean, it can be done. I'm assuming that's what this is. I'm not sure how they printed that on there, but I have tested out, and you got to have parts to waste. It got delayed. Lanyard man, I posted. Are you not in my Discord, bud? You should be. Yeah. Instagram posted today that they are delayed because of the parts, the custom parts for the people that ordered custom clips and stuff like that. Those are delayed, and so because those are delayed, everything is gonna, because someone said, well, if you ordered one that doesn't have custom parts, is that shipping sooner? And I think it was laid off Pete asked that, but they replied with, nope, everything's going to be shipping at the same time, so now they have to wait a month for the custom parts to get there. So it said next update should be the end of January. So it didn't say they're shipping, just said, oh, we're going to get you an update by the end of next month. The pre-order Sparrow Strix, that was a pre-order that ended in June. And they said 6 months. And so December 13th was 6 months. Why is there a zigzag scratch pattern on the poop knife? Well, that's poop. It wouldn't come off. This one came in the Hotech brand poop knife. It was funny because I bought a pack of spatulas, and in the pack of spatulas was this. And I'm like, well, you can see exactly what that is. He's waiting on the full dress materials. Oh. Wow, not today, huh? Poop knife juggling, go. All right, here we go. Get in it, get in it, get in it. Oh, it was upside down. Here we go, there we are, here we are, here we are. Now we're juggling poop knives. Speaking of, I got to keep my reputation up. I want to be the only person on the internet that juggles poop knives on the regular. They're light. If you juggle, you'll know it's actually easier to juggle something with weight than something light. Ooh. Always the blue one. You're right. It's because the blue one's the legit. If you look, actually, yeah, the blue one's just a little bit longer. The orange one's actually wider, but I think for a poop knife, width might not be the Balisong poop knife. Like, so you get it out, and then you do the cut, and then it's got on it, and then you... Who flung that poo? Ting. This is the Flytanium trainer. Perhaps I need to hit up the OEM. Do a collab. Know what I mean? Yeah. Maybe you should. A Balisong poop knife, though. It's a something. A skeletonized Balisong auto poop knife. Oh my God. I mean, these are things that's got a nice ting to it. No, I can't do it. It's got to be at the right angle. I need to practice some moves. Want to show me some moves? Something like that. A Balisong with interchangeable poop blades, right? With a lanyard bead. You know what I'm saying? We have fun here. I got my daughter's boyfriend that Zenith Bally. He's pretty good with it. Right on. It's a nice little Bally. It works good. What was it? Thomas sent me the video of the lady with the poop, the family with the poop knife and the poop sponges and stuff. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, $300 knives put me, yeah, I'm in that's the zone where it's starting to get to be where I need to do some more consideration thinking about it, justifying the purchase, I guess, if you will. Whenever they start getting over a couple $100, that's when you realize, it's like, am I going to use this? Is it going to sit? Is it something that I'm going to get enjoyment out of? Or is it just like a wham bam, I checked it out, now it's just sitting there collecting dust. I mean, all of them are collecting dust, but I'm allergic to dust, so I clean regularly. And I go through them. I carry this, I carry that, I carry this, I carry this, I carry that, I carry this, and then back to the beginning. Back to life, back to reality. Top carried folder, I would say. It's called a YOLO knife, right? Right? Sometimes that's fine. It depends. Timing too. Timing is a thing. Sometimes there's a knife that's right in your price range, but at the time you just can't do it. You've already bought too much. You're kind of stuck doing some other things or whatever. And then now it's not available. That boom is legit. But then, oh, now you're ready. Now I can buy it. It's not available. Not available. Slap. This is definitely most carried folder this year. It's hit my pocket several times. I just love it. That one and my, this 1931. This has been a daily pocket. If I was Bob, you guys watch Bob's Pocket Knives, I would just open this with one hand. That dude has got some wrist strength. I tell you what, he has a lot of pyrites and a lot of Sodbuster Juniors. If you like the pyrite, you like the Sodbuster Junior, you haven't seen Bob's Pocket Knives, go check him out. But he'll take his Sodbuster Junior and just go like this and just pinch squeeze and just, I can't do it, and he just goes like that and just opens it with one hand. It's, I don't know how. I mean, I've met him. He's not a huge guy or anything, you know. He's got to be like 5'10", 6 foot, you know, average, you know, like my size, you know, nothing, whatever. But he just must have like forearms of like Popeye or something, because I got weak hands. I broke my hands. I broke my fingers, thumbs. I can't. Can anybody else do that? And just, he literally just grabs it, pulls it out, and then opens it with one hand like it's nothing. It's impressive. He's a cool guy. I want to try to have him on. He said he's working on his setup and stuff, and maybe early this next year I have a kind of series thing I want to work on with like collections and stuff like that. And I talked to him about it, so maybe sometime early next year, I might get him in alive. Grateful says, Coal Bunny, do you have any that aren't cold steel? Coal Bunny, I think all the knives are one of a kind. Well, but do you have any not, or like, well, if you got 300 knives, I would assume they can't all be cold steel. Oh wait, all the knives he paid more than $300 for are. So he doesn't have 300 knives. Or oh no, they're one of a kind. But are they cold steel? Or I don't know. His question was, do you have like a Kaiser or a Demco or old metal? Do you like the cicada wing? I'm not sure. I know I've seen some knives called the cicada. I'll look it up. If you can tell me a little more, or can I just type cicada wing and it'll come up? I'll Google it. I'll Google it. The Best Tech cicada. Okay, so that is, I'm going to bring it up anyway so we can all look at it together. Best Techman cicadas wing. Yes, here it is. I have never handled one. It's a crossbar lock. I'll get it up here. We can look at it in a second. If it would stop being stupid. Off to the lurks. Right on, be shady. All right. That's the Best Techman cicadas wing. 10CR, 15 MOV, G10 on this particular one that I pulled up. Can we enhance? There we go. I do love like the blade shape a lot on that. Nice little belly, kind of a sheep's foot, kind of a blade. We have nice thumb studs, some jimps. Almost looks like the jimps ramp up just a little bit. I have not handled one of these, but it looks pretty good. Crossbar, pass. I hear you, Cicero. I hear you. I have you know, if I needed to buy only one or two knives right now, it probably wouldn't be the crossbar lock, but I've definitely purchased and got several crossbar locks recently. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like, what are you into at the moment? You just picked up this. Those happen to be crossbar locks. Then you think the next one you're interested might not be the same. I can still appreciate a crossbar lock, but if I bought a bunch of those, then I might be like, oh, it's time for another slippy. Get a nice walk and talk slip joint. Kentucky Holler Jack right here. Poo poo bar lock. Ooh goo pop pop poo poo bar locks. Only crossbars that interest me are Vulcan. Old Metal Monsters got the resin scale ones. Nice. I'm a lefty. Top liner locks are problematic for me. Why? Top liner locks? All right, I got a couple of them. I'm a lefty too. The new Tenable Fenrir top liner lock. So here's your button. You can see. Well, maybe I'll open it first. It does that top liner. This thing works great. What's the problematic with it? The grip. You don't, oh, like you accidentally press it? Like, because when I hold it, it kind of sits in a crease right there, and it, like this one, I can't get that to press. There's no way I could get that to press in my left hand. Although I have seen, what was the one? I did hold one where it was in a weird spot. So when you hold it like this, instead of being in that crease, it was kind of on the palm part, on the meat, so like you could almost squeeze it. It's a thing. I think a lot of those with certain locks, I need to handle one before I buy it. Certain ones like that, with where the button is, depending on the squeeze, you almost have to handle it beforehand. If you have a frame lock, you know, I don't have any close by, the small one here, but if you got a frame lock, I won't buy it as a lefty without testing it, because if you put your thumb on there and you can't flick it out because of the pressure you're putting on the lock with your thumb, I'm not as interested in it, or chances are I'm not interested in it at all. But if you can get one, like the Goblin XL, nice frag titanium, big old frame lock, but I can get my thumb right on there as a lefty, push down hard, and still flick it open, no problem. So if I see one online like the, what is that other concept that's got the weird blade shape? It's got a really weird, funky blade shape to it, but it's a frame lock, and it's like, I haven't actually held one, and so it's like, I kind of want to buy one, but I had to ask a few people, like, hey, you've got one of these. Does it lock up when you put your thumb on there? Modern Traditionals coming out, like from QSP, and yeah, dude. QSP, C. Reisner Cutlery, Rosecraft, they're all making some slippies and some traditionals that I love it. It's not like something that I would carry and use or like, I always am gonna like something like this where I can just pop it open, use it, close it, whatever. Not the Model 6. I want to say it's a K, Chiral or Karen or Karen. The blade shape is really weird. It's got like a scoop on the front and it goes across and kind of does this thing. It's funky, but it has a frame lock that is like frag titanium. I just like this as like a fidget toy kind of a thing. So it's in the pocket. I'll do this, open and close it, make a few cuts with it too. But then just kind of, once you get done with that, then you've got your leather, 1931 Leatherworks custom here, specifically for this, slides right in there and in the pocket. And it's just, I like having that. So I got that a few weeks before Halloween, and I've been basically carrying it every day as my like third knife. I'm carrying 3, so that's in there. I'll have a main here and then secondary here. So often my main will be something in a standard size like this, and then a secondary would be something like a baby banter or whatever, like a smaller knife. So I have like my main, my secondary, and then that slip joint. That's kind of what I'm getting on right now. But then these two change every day, and that one kind of stays the same. I had a few other slip joints, but once I got that one, it was like, wow, this is my slip joint right here. What's up, Joe? Joe Mac. Favorite slippy at the moment is the nip slip. Yeah, the nip slip is great. I actually cut myself on one. Not on, it was at Blade Show at the booth last day. And I just I was just messing around, and I was like, ooh, got me. What's up, Jack Burdine? Did I order the titanium scales for the baby banter? I did not. You're becoming the meme, Dan. 3 knives is the max, okay? Generally, 3's gonna be right on the, when I've got 3, I'm covered. Because what happens is I got my slip joint, that's just nice to have, right? Then I will have something that's going to be good for a user, whether it's my main one where then it'll be like, oh, I love this, and I'm going to use this all day on absolutely everything. But sometimes I might have something obnoxious or a little bit wild, like that Goblin, where it's just kind of a beast. And so some things you're working on, you don't need to just pull out that hog, just an absolute monster. This was one that I was talking about last night where the flicking hole is almost too big where you can get caught in there. I'm not a fan of that. what I would do, like I'll get down lower like here, but if I was redesigning this, I would have that thickness right there cut across here, get rid of all that extra and keep it a little bit thinner. I have big hands, but also thin. So like, look at that. I can get in there like that. If you're not careful, you can kind of get stuck a little bit when you're opening it. I'm not really into that. I prefer the whole, but I also prefer it to be thinner. Yes. Hello, Stacy Bolstered Blades in the house. Since you closed the tree service, you don't use the knives the way you used to. That's kind of a thing too, depending on what you're doing in life and stuff. I, at work, definitely open and wrap and go through several packages every day, so I'm always cutting stuff. But more often than not, something good like this. So if I carry some crazy big obnoxious something for my main, then my secondary would be something like this, which is like a user, something that I can just grab. So then most of the day, I'll just open out my main one, enjoy it, be like, yeah, look at this beast, you know, and kind of do that with it. And then boom, go for my secondary for all my kind of main cutting tasks. Something that works good. It's just a good, get in there and do all the things that you need to do without being too, you know, when you're opening a small box or cutting the side of something thin, certain things work better, right? Switching to your secondary is always faster than sharpening your primary, right? But I keep them all sharp. I rotate all the time, constantly carrying a different one, but I will touch up. Little teeny touch-ups. Could it cut a tennis ball? I don't have any tennis balls. Or do I? I did. Was I gonna just cut a tennis ball with it though? No. Yeah. I could cut a tennis ball. In half, perfectly? Probably not. But we could try. Awesome YouTube, dude. Thanks, Chris. We're just chilling on a Friday night. Knife jam. Like yeah, we call it the Friday night knife jam. There's a tennis ball right there. I did find these. I needed to practice, you know, for my poop knife juggling. You gotta hone the skills to maintain the poop knife. Just started Blade YouTube. I love it. Well, you're in the right place. We have a good time. Very chill atmosphere, laid back. We talk about knives. We mention knives that we're interested in. Someone asked about this one a little bit ago, the best Kenman cicada, so we looked at that. So we're always checking out what's new, what's out there, what people are ordering. Have you had any accidents with your knives? Any safe handling tips? Yeah. I don't cut myself as often as you would imagine. I'm actually pretty cut free. I got my thumb a couple of weeks ago. Conscious, alert awareness. What's up, Zane? I think is the main thing. I got my little safety totem chip in Cub Scouts way back in the day, where they would say, okay, take your knife, close your knife, hold it out like this, make sure there's no one in this range, pointy end away, stick them with the pointy end. And then I'll cut away, you know. If you're cutting something, don't cut like this directly towards your hand. Don't put your hand underneath it, you know, and cut towards something. Always cut away from whatever. Hold it here. Bring it this direction. Things like that. Being alert when you have a knife in your hand is a big deal. Which you'll notice in my lives. Sometimes I'm not paying attention. What was it, last week? I think I dropped 2 or 3 knives in one live, and then I dropped another one in the next one. That would be nasty. You could cut yourself on the way down. Another thing is thinking about when you're carrying it, thinking about like pockets and how you got it. Knives, you know, come out one side, but they got the clip. Sometimes the clip can be swapped, sometimes it can't. But you always want to ride the inside of a seam of a pocket with the blade, not with the handle. So like if your pocket is wide like this and it's in the pocket, you want the blade up against the side, whatever side of the pockets it's on. You want the blade up against the side, because if for some reason something gets bumped in your pocket and it goes like that, then if it's against the side, it hits and it kind of stops. But if it's towards the middle, then your blade can go like that. And then you reach in your pocket unknowingly and get yourself. So I always think about, you know, you can go in any pocket that you're comfortable with, but I always kind of think about, well, I'm going to put it in this pocket right here. Then I want to slide it this way so that the blade is up against the edge, or put the clip on the other side. So when I've got it in this pocket, I put it all the way that way so that blade is tight. Oh, I don't have my thing on. Shoot. Damn it. My bad. It's not going to say that alert now. When I was 11, my dad gave me a buck 110, cut my palm wide open. Yep, that's basically what everybody does. Buck 110's great. Okay, Stacy, I apologize. It's not going to read that. 18 months for Stacy bolstered blades at the gas station level. Well, what do you know? 1.5 years of membership. And it's not going to be that long for us to finish, Stace. I promise you. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Perfection takes work more. It'll happen. It's going to be fabulous, too. Check out the Justin Lundquist Hidden Agenda knife. Mirror edge. See, I got one right here.
At Bryanka 6476 became a member. At Bryanka 6476 celebrates 10 months of membership, almost a year.
That is a mirror edge right there. Almost a year for Brian. That is awesome. Thank you, Bri. Mr. Kerr, 10 months at the D2. Thank you. Thank you. I'll give you the Brian Kerr Whisker Forge. Go check them out. Salute. Try and throw a knife in the wall. Get out of here. I need a target to throw into, not a wall. Not a wall. Andy? All right, agenda knife. I'm getting her. Search Google. $17 on that edge. Might be. It's a tight edge, bro. How's that edge holding up that you put on your tri-stash there, Grateful? Who loves a cup of coffee? This guy. Does anyone else keep a knife in their bathroom for self-defense? Well, no, I keep a knife in the bathroom for cutting a huge hog. What's the video underneath, Stacy? Some guy pumping his biceps in the camera? Lord. Your knives aren't sharp enough to stick in the wall? Nope. If that's what you want to think because of it, then you must be correct. I can tell you all, I will not be sticking any knives into the wall here. I am not a destructive person, and my walls do not need damaging. Ergo, no. I like me a 17-degree edge. serrated polymer ring knife that hangs in the bathroom. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. Hung up in the bathroom. No, I have my my mace. I keep the full-size battle mace in there. Give the fans what they want. Settle down. Gonna break the knife and the wall. Well, if you hit a stud, maybe. I do want to do some throwing knife stuff, and we need to get a target. That's what we need. We need a target. Being a Scotty, I'm accustomed to the lumberjack. I stand up and cut it in half with pea. Wow. Impressive. Most impressive. Yeah. So look what I want to see what I got. What I won at the party. Trail cam. We got a trail cam. I said I'm going to hang it up in my bathroom and then just wait like a month and we'll just watch the footage. No. Yeah, or I could just make one too. Get some boards and just make a target. It wouldn't be too terribly difficult. Or you just get some styrofoam and a couple of 2x4s. Throw it right through the foam. Just have to set up a log outside or something. Or just make a target on that wall right there and we just start throwing them. So, anybody do have anything exciting else planned for this weekend, or getting just kind of chill, getting ready for next week? It looks like a nice little trail cam. I'm going to set it up. We're going to have some fun. Is it cellular? I don't know if this one has the cellular link. I'm pretty sure it might not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would say on there. Maybe it is. Field ready right out of the box. I want to say it wasn't too expensive, so it might not be something that you can just check on your phone. It looks like it might just be SD card only, but that's still fun. It was free. Third grandchild's gender reveal tomorrow. Lord. I don't recommend knives for angry motorists. I don't recommend that at all. The cold steel espada. On a bike? If you want a knife that's bigger than your bike, then the cold steel espada will get you there. It'll probably make you you probably have to find a way to mount it in the center of the bike, because if it's on either side, you're going to be leaning that direction pretty much the whole time. Pretty much the whole time. 5:11. Any lives tonight? Is MC going live tonight, or is he going live tomorrow? Anybody know? I know that I'm not going to be live much longer here. I'm going to try to get some stuff going, get some projects this weekend. I will be doing the 8 a.m. morning coffee, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. So if you don't have anything going on tomorrow morning, or you're awake, or if you're on the other end of the world and that happens to be tomorrow evening, we know some people like that. I will be live then. Sundays, I've been taking the day off kind of lately, which is kind of nice. I've been trying to make some more videos, make some more custom stuff, and I haven't been filming all of it. Just trying to get stuff done, get some projects going that I've been having a hard time filming. And yeah, we're doing it. We got a knife that says for old time. What? It says, does it say old timer? I have old timer. Or if it's for old time. Well, Joe, let me break it down real quick for you, Joe. We talk about knives and slightly other topics, but like one of the things they ask me is if this is for kids, or am I gonna be overly swearing, and I'm gonna be talking about firearms, and I say no, and so we don't really. That's not something that I usually talk about on here. And it's because they specifically put you in categories. And I don't want to be in that category because I don't really spend a lot of time talking about them. Nor do I, we're here to talk about knives and horror movies that have knives in them and what you're doing this weekend. Right? But especially anything defense, we don't talk about defensive stuff here either. I've not purchased a single one of these for anything other than wanting to have it as a cool object or using it as a tool, or using it for projects and things like that. So that's kind of where I sit on it. I don't have one. I don't plan on getting one, I guess. And for me, I don't think about items to trust my life on unless I'm skydiving. And I definitely, I'm a exit stage rider. What ended? The best defense is drop your pants. Everyone will run away. I mean, what did you mean, be shady? Anyway, Michael, who's Michael? They run away or laugh and run away. If you get someone to stay and they're like, hey, what's up? Then maybe, I don't know. I'm going off the rails here. Getting off the rails. I'm going to shut her down early here. I'm going to get some stuff done. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yes. I appreciate you all. I get it, be shady. My bad. All good. Take care. Dom, Paul, Thomas, everybody in here. Always a good time. Magnus Let's Ho. 2 of the 3. Hi, Kathleen. Take care. But yeah, I'm going to get some stuff done. We're going to be productive this weekend. We got the holidays coming up. I got stuff I want to continue and finish. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Be safe out there. Stay sharp. I'll see you for morning coffee, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Peace out.